Set to go now. And on the hill, the lefty, number 82. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Trying to bunt his way on. Safe. It's an infield single to start the ball game.
This is a big part of his skill set, and he puts himself into situations where he can rely on his speed to impact the ball game. And this is just another example of it, and we'll see what else he can do now that he's on first.
And now it's William Contreras. First offering, and it just misses.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Next offering is down low. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
McNeil in and to his right. One away.
Batting third, the designated
Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup.
Yelich.
It features a great veteran presence, Christian Yelich.
And Boog, he's a big-time run producer for these guys, man. Leading the team in homers, runs batted in, doing damage on the regular, man. Making opposing pitchers just sweat out there. It's kind of fun to watch. Get ready for a show when he steps into the box.
Smoke to right, but he's got it.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up, he'll find a hole.
Here's the center fielder, Jackson Chourio.
Jackson Chourio.
Up the middle, Lindor on the run, sends it over to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, he did all he could at short to try to make an amazing play and almost got it done, but good hustle down the line, and that's an earned infield hit.
First and second, 2 outs. This is Bryce Terang. And that one sliced foul. Two on, 2 outs.
Ball, that's outside.
And 1 and 2. He goes down looking. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Back here in Queens, and today's starter, Freddie Peralta. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Hit hard on the ground is short. And a quick out, number 1. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Swings through that one.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Bowers takes it to the bag here tonight. An efficient start to the home first, 2 away.
Right fielder, Juan Soto.
And now it's Juan Soto. Another solid power season. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. And that keeps the inning going.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Pete
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. That misses. 1-0.
1-0.
Two outs.
Nope, that's a ball.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Soto off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2-2 the count.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's out number 3. Mets strand 1. We played an inning. No score. Top of the second. Now here is Isaac Collins.
Isaac Collins.
Collins batting 6th in today's lineup, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2019. Just missed.
Outside.
Darryl Parker assigned to umpiring duty behind home plate.
And Boog, with DP, it's sort of a coin flip on those borderline corner pitches. Doesn't really favor one side of the plate more than the other. Sometimes you'll get a little extra the plate, and sometimes you won't. It does seem like he evens it out over the course of a game, though.
What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
Puts it away for the out.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Jake Bowers, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Ripped to short. To first. And now 2 gone.
Batting 8th, shortstop, Joseph Ortiz.
2 outs, base is empty. Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Check swing, called strike.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Second inning here, no score. And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. Too late, and the runner is safe, and the misplay costs him.
Well, with 2 outs, I'm thinking he had his mind on getting in the dugout so they could get to hitting. All it takes is just a little lapse in concentration. So now let's see if his pitcher will pick him up.
This is Anthony Siegler trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Line drive. And that gets down into the gap. And now 2 aboard.
Now batting, right fielder, Sal
Back to the
Frelick.
top of the Milwaukee order. Sal Frelick will hit next. That one off the mark, and it's 1-0. And another ball.
Inside, ball 2.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
William Contreras in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 on, 2 outs. In for a strike, and now 3-1. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. And they're all loaded up.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boo. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Contreras.
Up now for Milwaukee, William Contreras. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Popped up. Lindor. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. So they load the bases, but leave them stranded. Now to the bottom of the 2nd. We're tied, 0-0. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the 2nd. And here's the veteran outfielder, Brandon Nimmo. Peralta back to work. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Hard on the ground to first. He steps on the bag and quickly 1 away in the 2nd.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Mark Vientos.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Hard hit, right side. Bowers steps on the bag. Already 2 out
Batting
here in
7th,
the home half of
center
inning number 2.
fielder, Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil stands in.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
2 out, space is empty. Foul ball there. That one just misses the outside corner. And the count 1-2. Way inside, and that hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And now the catcher comes up to him. Luis Torrens. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Fouled off down the right side.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game. When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. No runs on no hits, no errors, and one left on. We head on now to the top of the third. No score. On to the third
Leading
inning,
off
and
for
now
the
it'll be
Brewers,
Christian
the designated
Yelich.
hitter, Christian Yelich.
Fouled off left side. Next one off the plate inside, and it's 1-1. And downstairs.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Next for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. Reached on an infield single his first time. Ball one there. Fought off foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Missed with a changeup. Now 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Terrain batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Top of the third, no score. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. And that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Brett Beatty.
Brett Beatty.
And that's a little bit high. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
And the slider just misses.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
That one drifts inside. In the air, center field. Chourio settles under this one. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Back to the top of the lineup, Francisco Lindor getting ready to hit. Grounded out his first time. And that one a little below the knees. Ball 1. And there's a ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you get a broken bat as you jog back to the
2
dugout.
balls, 1 strike.
Off the plate inside. Now 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
The count is full.
And he grounds one back up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Everything came together for
Up
him.
next,
Just kept
for
it
the
simple.
Mets,
Played pepper with the middle of the
designated
infield
hitter,
and took it back where it came from. And
Marte.
there was just no one there to knock it down.
Starling Marte up to hit. Grounded out his first time. Check on the runner. Lindor
safe.
back in there. That one's
Yep,
upstairs,
1-0.
ball 1. Lindor stands at first with 1 out. And that's a little high. Rips one to right. Freeland makes the grab for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto.
This is a batter right here who really produces in these night games, and we saw the latest example of it in his first AB.
Edge of the zone, called a strike, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Swing and a pop-up. And that'll do it. Mets leave 1, and we are still scoreless. And we're back. John
Leadoff
Sciambi
for
with
the
Chris
Brewers,
Singleton,
left
and
fielder,
set to lead
Isaac
off the
Collins.
4th, Isaac Collins. First
Ball,
pitch
that's
doesn't
out.
find the zone. Just
No,
off the
inside.
inside edge. Bunting for a hit. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Now batting, first baseman, Jake Bowers.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
Now here's Jake Bowers. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And that one fouled off.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
That's too low. And now it's even 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Just
That's ball
off the
2.
outside part of the plate.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Runner at first with no outs here. And that is a good eye on a pitch down low. Full count 3-2. Joseph Ortiz. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And the batter will be the shortstop, Joseph Ortiz. He's 0 for 1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Anthony Siegler up now for the Brewers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
In there at the knees for a strike.
0-2 is the count.
Pitch misses. Gonna count 1-2.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
And that's way high. Ball 2. 4th inning underway. No score. Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming. Two on, 1 out. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. On the move, heading back, and it one-hops the wall. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in. It's 2-zip.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Sal Frelick. And that's outside. The 1-0. And that's in there at the knees. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 40 up and throwing. Razoban, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Siegler leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Snags it on the run. And there's 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras. 0 for 2 in this one. Singy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count now 2-0.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field. If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Lindor on to first. They limit the damage here. Brewers pick up a run on this RBI double. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Pete Alonso.
First baseman, Pete Alonso.
Inside,
That's
just missed.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That's off the mark. 2-0.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Nimmo in now, takes ball 1 off the plate.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
That one to first. Bowers. Here's Ortiz for 1. Out on the toss to the pitcher. It's a 3-6-1 double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
Mark Vientos digs in now. Grounded out his first time up. And that misses. 1-0.
He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw them.
Swing and a ground ball. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they come away without an out.
Now batting the center
Man at
fielder,
first, and now here's Jeff McNeil. Just missed. The Brewers up by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is in for a strike.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball, but with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Next offering is fouled back. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. Mets strand 1. They trail things here 2-0. Back here in Queens. Now it's going to be Christian Yelich.
Christian Yelich.
Yelich, 33 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2010. Just missed.
1-0.
That one a little bit high, and that's ball 2.
2 balls, no strikes.
Check swing, called strike. That's to 3rd. Vientos whips it to 1st. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Jackson Chourio, 1 for 2. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
And that one misses up and in. And it's 2-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Ripped on a line to center. McNeil makes the play. 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman.
Here comes the manager
Bryce
out of the dugout,
Terang.
and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Number 82 gives way, and a decent effort considering he's normally a reliever. Back with the new pitcher in a minute.
Now pitching for
Taking
the
over
Mets.
on the mound for the Mets, number 40. He's been so good against lefties.
Bidwell.
Two down, bases empty. Bryce Terang, the next to hit. First
Ball
offering
one, no
misses
strike.
badly for ball 1. And another ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
There's the strike. Just
Inside
off
ball.
the inside edge. That's ball 4.
Ball 4,
Tried
pitch
another
is down.
fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot.
Now
The hitter
batting,
didn't
left
offer at
fielder,
it. Now he
Isaac
has somebody to worry
Collins.
about over at first.
So a man at first. And stepping in is the speedy Isaac Collins. Runner on the go. Pitch
Ball
misses.
inside.
Throw to second. He's safe. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
The pitch. Runner goes again. Pitch
2 balls,
outside.
no strike.
Throw to third. Save.
Hey!
Two outs and one in scoring position. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. McNeil on his horse. Nice grab on the run. And that is that. Clean work out of the Mets bullpen there. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Brewers 2 and the Mets nothing. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
And stepping in
off
for New
the
York,
Mets,
Luis
catcher,
Torrens.
Luis Torrens.
Peralta back to work. Right down the chute. Strike 1.
Well, these Mets need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches
Now
filled up the zone and got him
second
ahead
baseman,
0-2 in the
Brett
count. And at that
Beatty.
point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Brett Beatty will hit next. Fly to center his first time. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
One down, base is empty. And the pitch
Yep,
is
that ball went
outside.
out.
Ball 1. High fly ball out to left field. Collins settles underneath it. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop.
Back to the top of the Mets order. And now
Lindor.
it's Frankie Lindor. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Brewers 2 and the Mets nothing. All set for the top of the 6th. And now here is Jake Bauers. Not
Counts
close
1-0.
with that one. And that's ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Dedniel Nunez, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Brazoban also throwing. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Lindor hauls it in, and there's one away.
Up next for Milwaukee, shortstop
Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. And first offering is fouled off. Out to short. Toss to Alonso. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Up next for Milwaukee, third baseman Anthony Siegler.
Anthony Siegler up now for the Brewers. Outside low, and that is ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And Milwaukee is set down in order. Brewers go down quietly, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Bottom of the 6th. Here's Starling Marte.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
And that is out of play. Next pitch is inside, and it's a ball and a strike. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one in the dirt. It's 2-2. Liner snagged at first.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Juan Soto now.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. Fouled off. He was late. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Contreras sizes this one up, has room, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, first baseman Pete Alonso.
Digging in, Pete Alonso. He is struck out and he is walked. And that skips in the dirt.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
That's a ball.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
2 balls, 1
The
strike.
Mets trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Count is 3-2.
Brandon Nimmo waiting to hit for the Mets. Headed towards the corner. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. First pitch
outside.
misses. Just missed. Alonso on at second with 2 down. Next pitch is outside.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And a hitter's count.
Mark Vientos in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the
Now
entire at bat.
batting, third baseman Mark Vientos.
First and second, 2 outs. So up next for New York, Mark Vientos. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That one's in there, and that's strike 1.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
2 outs. Pitch
1
misses
ball,
there,
2
and a
strikes.
count 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just to waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Chases that one out of the zone. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Mets.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound,
43.
Oscar Brazoban.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the leadoff
Leading
man
off
for the Brewers,
right
Sal
fielder,
Frelick.
Sal Frelick.
And the first
that's
pitch
good.
misses for ball 1.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
The next
Ball
pitch
2.
misses, and the count is 2-0. And a foul ball. In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
He was all over that one.
Now
I
batting
really
catcher,
like the approach to
William
that swing. That was a
Contreras.
good changeup on the corner, but he recognized it early, did get jumpy, and just smacked it to the opposite field.
And the batter now, William Contreras. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's
Ball.
downstairs and outside.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Just
Nope,
missed.
outside.
That's hard hit on the line. And
Foul.
that's just foul. That one fouled off. 2-2. Runner at second, nobody out. On the ground to short. Over to first.
He's out.
That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Good fade and sinking action of that
Now
changeup. Got
batting,
that hitter
the
to roll
designated
over.
hitter, Christian Yelich.
Here comes Christian Yelich.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly. Soft ground ball to the right side. Find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This would be a big pickup if he can push a run across.
That one fouled off. Runner on at third, one gone. That
One
one
ball,
not
2
close.
strikes.
Now 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. Yelich out on the play.
Now batting, center fielder, Jackson Churio.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jackson Chorio. 1 for 3. Right through there for a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball.
0-1.
Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Two outs. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit out into right center. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they take
Now
a
batting,
3-run
second baseman,
lead.
Bryce
Well, they found
Terang.
himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Next to hit, Bryce Terang. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Chorio off of first with 2 away. Runner takes off. He swings and fouls one off. Man, is he fast.
It's so fun to watch.
Right through there, got it. That's the 3rd out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Citi Field, set for the last half of the 7th, and stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil. Towards first. Bowers takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Luis Torrens up now for the Mets.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And next for the Mets, Brett Beatty. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here. So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong and their timing's off. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Here's Francisco Lindor. That one inside, and it's 1-0. The Mets trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Collins settles underneath it, and that will end the inning. Mets leave 1, still down 3-0.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
New
back,
York
and a
Mets.
new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
72.
Daniel Nunez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Up now for
Leading off
Milwaukee,
for Milwaukee,
Isaac Collins.
left fielder Isaac Collins.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Nunez, 28 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Just missed. Next offering is fouled back. In the air, right side. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. That missed
3
by a
balls,
lot.
2 strikes.
And now it's 3-2. Now fly ball to right center.